Data and tech will continue to shape the future of our industry. Of course, AI will also play a role. Advice to the creators, huwag kayo matakot sa AI.
Can you say that this is the best year for your business?
I'm really blessed with the best people. I would say na I started a business but I didn't grow the business. Sila yan.
What's your guiding principle in dealing with failures?
In terms of dealing with losses, take it with a grain of salt. You have to be kind to yourself kasi kung hindi, mababaliw ka.
How can someone start?
You really have to identify kung ano yung niche mo. Ayoko yung creators na
One thing that I'm really curious about is, I don't know if you can share this, but maybe some trade secrets as well. Like, where is all the content creator / influencer economy heading?
yung ano siya, yung
2026, like, what are you seeing na parang, is it gonna be bigger? Do you think a
yes.
slowdown is happening?
Merong study that the industry is actually yung data namin. I won't share na kung saan, pero siya, there's a study na it's seeing exponential growth hanggang 2027 valued at X trillion pesos pa din. So it's really gonna be bigger.
Yeah.
Pero in terms of like practices, it's number one, data and tech will continue to shape the future of our industry. So advice ko to the creators, it's not enough that you create content. You really have to study your data. So that's one. And then number two, community. So ngayon kasi, 'di ba, nakikita, I'm sure na people see through the BS na. So kung may pinopromote ka tapos after na parang hindi naman masyadong ginagamit ni IC to. It's really safeguarding your community. So hindi na siya influencers but community leaders yung atake. That's what I see. That's I see bang hula. Pero yun yung coming from the ngayon. And of course, AI will also play a role. Pero kasi yun yung sa mga tao na natatakot sa AI. Parang don't make your wag kayo matakot sa AI. I was talking to this creator ngayon na hindi ko na sabihin ko ng pangalan pero nagda-double siya ngayon with AI. So if you see her content, parang siya pa din, pero like sobrang AI-enabled. So parang may makasama siyang AI. Yung mga ganun klaseng innovation. So again, tech and data will shape the future of our industry.
Wow.
Yes. And then of course, collaboration pa din. So like, ito yung mga ganito. Like, people, after the pandemic kasi, people crave for like human interaction. So parang do things more together. Like ikaw, collaborate ka with fellow podcasters and mga edutainment creators. Yung mga ganong klaseng mga types of executions. So yun so far yung aking fearless forecast.
I love that. Fearless forecast for 2026. Collaboration is gonna be huge.
Collaboration.
Going into data.
Yes,
And
data.
also dabble a little bit on AI.
Yes,
It's
Tech, data, innovation. And of course, collaboration pa din. Kasi yung natatakot, yung dami makreate. So parang paano kung puro AI na lang, ganyan. Parang tayo kasi, we are a showbiz and celebrity country. So actually, influencers has been alive since the 70s in the form of the Nora Honors of this world. Parang we're all parang influenced by someone. Diba? Parang parang mas lumalaki yung ecosystem natin kasi you could be like a mega creator hanggang nano creator but we're all an influencer to someone. Parang like ako, parang I listen to like the big celebrities but parang the recommendations that I get will always be from you guys, yung mga friends ko, yung mga pinsan ko, yung parang yung may immediate degree of separation ka. So again, it's only gonna get bigger kasi mas democratized na siya.
Oh my gosh. Like, if you guys are listening, IC's dropping some bars here. Talagang, if you apply it, if you use this information that we're sharing with you, you're gonna have a great 2026.
Yes.
But
ko to sa meta to ko lang binagsak to mga iba mga chika ko. Pero like siya, I guess yun nga, again, very exciting times ahead for the creator economy.
All right. In terms of, okay, bago ako tumalon sa creator economy, yung sa minention mo about community. Na dati, ito muna, mas maganda to. Filipinos, we live in an influencer country. Okay? Actually, ngayon na sinabi mo yun, ngayon lang din nag-dawn sa akin na mayroon sa Japan, parang less
diba?
Less celebrity, yung meron pa din, pero dito, talaga, billboards, diba?
Fan clubs, diba?
Fan clubs. So, now, if let's say I'm a creator and na-realize ko, okay, so I need to create a community. I just, hindi lang pwede na mag-content ako. Can you share a little bit more about that? Like, how
Yeah,
did,
kasi,
bakit?
kasi
Bakit
I think ano siya, like, gone are the days na, okay, upload ka ng content and people react. Pero you really have to, ano siya, you really have to engage and incentivize and nurture your community. So kasi if you have the fans or community, you win the game. As in, meron ako mga creators na parang as low as like mga 100,000 followers. Pero like yung community nila, sobrang mag-react. So,
Yeah.
I guess yun yung kailangan nyo i-nurture for you guys to really make it big. Kasi nga, ang maganda sa Philippine landscape is lahat tayo, we're celebrity obsessed. So kahit, as in magugulat ka, as in like I could talk about kunwari mga mall show. May pogi ka na napanohin dyan, pero kahit 5,000 parang, oh my God, ang pogi! May mga ganun kasing, parang people are naturally fans. As in lahat tayo here. Lahat tayo fans of someone. So again, ano siya, if you nurture that segment, hindi mo kailangan ng sobrang daming fans eh. Like parang you just really have highly engaged ones.
Yeah.
So meron ako mga KOLs na nakaka-work. Kasi meron silang mga parang meet and greet coffee. Tapos parang 10 lang yung mga fans nila. Pero mga highly engaged kasi bumibili ng merch. Mga spending talaga. So you really have to find your people. So ano siya, may mga iba kasi mga celebrities na, even ang thinking kasi is baka celebrities lang yung may fans. Pero hindi, parang you don't treat them as your fans. Parang treat them as your friends. So parang kung hindi ka naman like Catherine Bernardo levels na parang has that, but sobrang ano talaga like global fan base, parang build that niche community. You don't call them fans. They're your community of friends. Like super friends of Alec and Yanni. Magganon.
Yeah.
Tapos meron kang constant engagement with them. Like as simple as, sige meron tayong kapihan session with us. Tapos ito yung mini giveaways. Those little things will go a long way. It's also relationship building.
Yeah.
Diba?
At the end of it, social media is just
Oo.
relationship building.
Correct. O,
diba?
tier 4 sila, diba? Oo, correct.
Galing.
Pero
Agad.
at the same time, you could optimize.
Yeah.
And you add value to them. May value din sila sa'yo.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Thank you. These are really insightful. Thank you so much. I am loving the conversation. Okay. Now, when it comes to people, let's say someone who is hearing our conversation and like, oh my gosh, 2026 can be a year na I'm also creating content. How can someone start? Like, for sure, ikaw, dahil mo na nakakitang KOLs, medyo alam mo na agad na, may potential. And maybe, ito, hindi. Like, what are some best practices and what are some worst practices as well?
Actually, yung kasi, between the both of us, sa creator side, bas ikaw makakapag-advise niyan. Ako kasi, is how to like, sa branding side. Pero, ako siguro, I'll take a crack at dun sa
sige,
creator. Kasi ako kasi, I have influence,
talents,
pero hindi ako talaga like, creator per se. Pero dun sa mga starting, you really have to identify kung ano yung niche mo. So, create that sort of content buckets on parang what you want to communicate. What works, kasi trial and error din siya. Tinry ko kasi one time, ang content ako kasi mayroon pa ako nirent na team, nagbayad pa ako para sa event. So wow, parang fashion event. Kasi parang talaga ko tayo fashionista. Wala mo siyang engagement. Parang hindi nila ako bet as a fashion person. So, alam mo, I'm a fashion fan, pero I guess people don't see me as a thought leader in fashion. So, wala talaga nag-react. Nakakahiya. As in, dinigin ko sa mga pinsan ko na parang, guys, naman kayo, comment naman kayo. Kasi nakakahiya sa feed ko. So, pero like, siya, ang nag-work sa akin yung mas talk to ka, mas advice, mas anything na recommendations ko about beauty, yung mga ganong klaseng. So you really have to find what works for you. And mahirap kasi yung palabok na niche eh. Parang bihira yung mga creator, yung mga established creators na nakakagawa niya na parang kahit tumalo, like the David Gisons of this world.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Ang galing kasi mag-transition ni David from one niche to another. Pero if you're starting, you really have to have that sense of focus. At least dun sa branding. Pero sa technical side, message siya kay Alec, papa-advise siya. Kasi parang iba rin kasi yung iba yung galawan ngayon on content. Kailangan, magaling ka talaga mag-edit. You really have to have that hook sa umpisa pa lang, diba? So, yun yung, I guess, sa technical side, you really have to study it. Kasi ako, pag meron akong paid engagement, as in, pinapagawa ko na lang kasi wala talaga akong skill set sa pag-edit. Eh. Pero if you're gonna start, kailangan nyo talaga aralin.
Okay. All right. Love that. Thanks for the tips. Now, when it comes to your world, you have worked with so many talents, so many influencers. You can share, you can answer this question or not, depende sa'yo. But I'm curious, is there like
Maldita.
people that you work with and you decide, nope, I'm never gonna work with them again, and why not? Para lang, for other people's na, okay, may iwasan yung ganyang path.
Sabihin ko ba? Joke! Anyway, meron kaming, per brand din, meron kaming blacklists.
Totoo yun.
Meron.
Hindi
oo.
siya,
May blacklist talaga. Meron ako, pakita ko sa late. Actually, ito po, flash the screen, roll VTR. So, yung mga picture. Watchlist pala. Parang,
lagay namin sa description.
Oo. Anyway, kasi, number one, sa creators, it's really, kailangan you have to wear the brand hat also. Kasi at the end of the day, hindi tayo mga artista dito, guys. We are being paid by brands to drive their business objectives. So, I really like creators na may ganong perspective na parang hindi lang ako gagawa ng content, but kailangan ko ma-reach yung KPI ko. Ito yung maganda yung reach, kailangan I should add value, ganon. Ayoko yung creators na, number one, walang accountability pag late. Okay naman yung late yung posts. That's fine. We could always manage. Pero yung tipong may blatant disregard talaga on our ways of working. So, yun yung brand sees that na bigyan pa trabaho to. Deprive your X na. And number three, and lastly and most importantly, integrity. As in, ako, like, I really don't like working with people, creator man or hindi, kung wala kang integrity. So, kasi in any industry, if you don't have that, you won't go far. Mm-hmm. So, yun. So, siya, meron kaming, yun yung filters ko. Pero madali na, like, with the creator space, I love most creators naman. Actually, majority naman mahal ko. Pero meron talaga mga pasaway. Kasi ang mahirap kasi dyan, Alec, wala kasing formal training on how to be a creator. Meron sige para bang how to make a video, how to make it viral. Pero yung ways of working with brands, wala siyang Parang if you're a high school student, you made it big on Instagram, ang daming brand inquiries. Parang who teaches you on the nuances of the brand. Diba? Parang kasi, parang it's not really a thing about professionalism minsan. It's really a lack of understanding and knowledge of how brands work. So siya kaya nga na-appreciate, parang gusto kong gawin the next year is pa-workshop sa mga bagets. Yun sa brands namin ngayon, parang meron ako recently, one of our brands, Campus Crew. So mga aspiring creators na from campus, ito how to work with brands. Then si Rasco Harvey na pinagsalita ko doon kasi diba campus boy yun. So parang ito talaga yung parang how to make it big, pero at the same time, how to like, parang do your dealings, how to fix your taxes, mga ganyang mga things na hindi talaga tinuturo. Kasi okay, pag may nag-viral, na okay, parang sino ba tong creator from Davao na sobrang may nag-reach out na brand, parang okay, nakaka-excite, pero paano kung dumami yan? Parang how will you deal with it? Diba? How do you read more contracts? Diba? Yun yung parang things that they don't teach you in school.
Yeah.
So yun.
Oh my gosh, that's really helpful. Now I think if you're a creator, an aspiring one, definitely that is also a space for you to grow in and to learn and to study. Kasi kailangan din talaga siya. Kasi
minsan hindi mo rin masisi yung creator na parang na-overwhelm sa content,
kasi
guys.
wala namang alam din talaga.
Hindi nila alam
Hindi nila alam. Alam nila gumawa ng sariling content. And even like communication. Oh my gosh. Communicating with a client. Parang for some people, it's like natural na be respectful, be courteous, like mag-reply ka. But for some...
As in, kasi may mga iba kasi na kinukuha namin. Meron ako sa isang brand na meron kaming requirement from parang regional na KOL. Tapos yung regional, like, siya, nasa outskirts talaga nung probinsyang to. Tapos kinukontak namin to Facebook. Tapos after nun, nawaga kami kasi like hindi kami nag-reply for one day. Yeah. Kasi nga yung parang scam ba to? Tangay na, ganyan, hindi, ganyan. Sumagot kayo, parang, hindi lang po kasi yung contract, di ba po? Tapos, hindi sinabi nyo sa akin, hindi talaga sinay on how to work with it. So, yung mga handholding na ganyan.
Ito personal question lang.
Go.
Kunyari na blacklist ka ng brand. Okay. Pwede mo bang ma-unblacklist yung sarili mo?
Kaya naman. Depende sa gravity of the situation. So, kunwari, syempre, yung lumabas yung mga flood control babies, hello, di ba? Syempre yun automatic, medyo mahirap talaga bumalik kasi it's public perception. And we're in the business of influence. We're in the business of telling stories and building trust
Yeah.
So parang mahirap kung na-involve ka talaga sa skandalong ganong kalaki. Pero kung mga simpleng mga bagay na late lang, kaya pa siya kaya pa siya i-masahe sa client. Like meron ako isang KOL na binan siya kasi nga parang na-late siya ng content. Pero yung clients ko kasi ito Chinese. So nakikita lang nila is black and white. Ay, na-late to. No. So very ganun sila So pag ganun, we rationalize na parang, hindi na kasi meron kasi talaga naging emergency yung KOL na to. And nagbigay naman ng additional value. So again, it's like parang winning your suitor, your lover back. Lover. So parang may ligaw at masahe talaga if you want to win back the brand.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you so much. Now,
na-blacklist ka na ba? Hindi pa naman.
Hindi ko nga alam eh. We don't have access to that as creators.
Sabi wala naman.
influencers.
Wala ka namang blacklist. Wala ka naman namin.
Like, if mga brands, guys, if meron ako atraso sa inyo, let me know. Mag-sorry po ako. Hindi ko sinasadya yan. I'm like learning this the best way that I can. But anyway, I could say that you've grown your business to, you've grown your business to 70 plus people, tama?
Papa 70, yes.
Papa 70 people. Can you say that this is the best year for your business?
Yes, I would say. Pero siya, naman, every year naman maganda. Wow!
Yeah.
Joke siya, pwede. Pero siya, kasi siya, hindi talaga, the credit is not mine. So, talaga, I'm the face, but, siya, I'm really blessed with the best people. Like, from associates to managers. Grabe talaga yung drive nung team. So, siya, I would say na I started a business, but I didn't grow the business. Sila yan. So, again, siya, ang beauty ko na sagot. Pero totoo yun.
Totoo.
Parang the people are the foundation of our business. So, ako, kasi tong year, if you would say it's the best year, it was a good year. Pero feeling ko, parang meron pang, the best is yet to come. Kasi siya, parang we won a lot of clients, we lost some, we had good people, we lost some also. Pero, again, yan ang that's entrepreneurship for you. You have to, term na yun, roll with the punches. Diba? Enjoy the hustle. Kasi never-ending hustle talaga siya hanggang mag-retire tayo.
Yeah. How long have you been in the entrepreneurship space?
Siya, we started the business 2015, technically. So,
10 years?
Yes. 10.
Oh my gosh. Congrats on the 10 years.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Question ko. Maybe in the business or entrepreneurship or maybe just the personal sense. For sure, hindi lang wins ang meron ka. You maybe also incurred a lot of losses. What's your guiding principle in dealing with failures?
Well, siya never a failure, always a lesson. I mean, cliche sobra, pero that's super true. Kasi, siya ang daming mga heartbreaking losses din during my time as an entrepreneur. Pero, in terms of dealing with losses, take it with a grain of salt. Kasi pag ganyan, parang, huwag ka maniwala sa mga boo. Huwag ka rin maniwala sa mga palakpak. It's all fleeting. So parang you have to approach it as objectively as possible. I mean, iyak mo sige, pero at the same time, parang sige, parang ano yung next steps for you to sort of mitigate, for you to like make bawi. I mean, parang give yourself time to grieve. Pero at the same time, parang mag-next steps ka kagad.
Yeah.
Diba? Same din sa mga breakup. Oo, yun ganun din siya.
Ganun di ba ginawa mo?
Oo. Give mo talaga sa sarili mo yung healing era. As in, talaga siya. Wala talagang shortcut for it.
Yeah.
Same with mga setbacks sa business. Parang be kind to yourself din. Huwag ka masyadong... Kasi siya like may mga times parang shit, mali ko to, mali mo to. Parang sige, mali natin. May mali siya, pero at the same time, parang as business owners, you have to be accountable. Kung kahit failure mo man yan or failure ng tao mo, parang sa'yo, parang it's all on you. Pero at the same time, you have to be kind to yourself kasi kung hindi, mababaliw ka.
You have to be kind to yourself.
Oo.
Kasi mababaliw ka talaga. Can you share? Maybe if you don't need to go into the details, but what was the biggest parang setback, heartbreak, challenge that you had to deal with in the past couple of years as an entrepreneur?
Siguro one of the major ones was basta we lost a very major client. As in massive business loss like few years ago, pandemic. Ito talaga yung shocks. My God, shocks parang yung sa projection sa amin, parang shocks mawawala yung ganitong chunk ng pera sa atin. So we have to like make things happen kasi syempre people depend on us. So Yun yung sobrang heartbreaking kasi yun yung brand now, isa sa mga minanifest namin. Tapos nawala because of escalation, because of things na kaya naman kontrolin.
Mhm.
Pero I guess na mismanage namin. And yun nga, learning siya na na-take na namin. Ngayon, ano siya, it was heartbreaking pero at the same time, madami namang ibang brands na pumasok, thank God.
Yeah.
So yun, that was, yun yung time kasi na medyo pa boom pa lang kami na parang, shocks, we're invincible. After biglang nawala, shocks, doon na nag-start yung, oh my God, how do we pivot? Yun yung, I guess, heartbreaking, sobrang learning curve din for us. And then siguro, aside from the brands, yung mga mga nag-resign din na people, I mean, kahit naman ano siya I mean, inevitable naman na mag-resign, especially sa agency space na sobrang bilis. I mean, may mga employees, parang shock, sayang, sobrang galing nitong taong to. Pero wala that's, and you can't help but feel emotional kasi syempre tao lang tayo, you build connections with people. So yun, every time na nag-resign, lalo na pag close ko, syempre heartbreaking for me. And para akong may anak na mag-OFW, yun yung feeling ko. So, I mean, every time mag-resign, and lalo na pa January na, syempre may mga plano na yan. So, pero yun, you have to really look at it from an objective lens, kahit gaano ka emotional minsan.
Yeah.
Yun.
During those times, I'm really curious, what kept you grounded? How did you compose? What kept you composed or what kept you grounded? Na parang, okay, let's move forward from here.
Actually, hindi ako naging grounded.
Talaga? Talagang chaotic.
I would say, ngayon yan yung isa sa mga flaws ko. Medyo highly emotional leader ako dati.
Okay.
Na parang, I feel too much. Parang, pero ngayon kasi, as you grow into your leadership role, medyo magiging nonchalant ka talaga. Wala kang choice Kasi, I guess, number one, you have to... And ito yung naging mali ko siguro before na masyado kong binild yung identity ko around work. May ganun ako dati na parang in circle is me, I am in circle. May ganyan ako in circle I, di ba? May ganun pa, di ba? So, you really have to pause and step back and realize parang this is what you do, this is not who you are. Yun yung kailangan ko i-unlearn naman. Personal learning ko siya. Na kasi last year, actually nag-anxiety ako last year. Na parang lahat feeling ko parang kailangan maging best, maging career. Pero you really have to kailangan mo talaga i-zoom out. And a bigger picture mo for you to be able to, manage your emotions better. Kasi pag masyado kang deeply involved with all the resignations, all the setbacks, mauubos ka talaga. So, yun. Yun yung siguro learn. Actually, ngayon ko lang sinabi out loud yun, na masyado kong yung attention ko was last year was parang it's all parang building this parang kailangan everything is going smoothly na nakalimutan ko yung sarili ko. Ganun siya. So yeah.
Now that you are in a sense a little bit detached or I could say more trusting.
Yes, correct. That's
more
okay.
trusting. What do you see is the difference? What are the benefits?
Mas I could ngayon na happy ako with the team kasi sabi ko nga, we have the best team, as in I don't deserve them, they're the best. Pero at the same time, I could focus on the bigger things kasi nga hindi na ako masyadong involved and emotional sa every little thing. So yun, ngayon excited ako kasi even I'm so busy now, ayun na, nakapag-podcast pa ako with you today. I'm so happy. Tapos I'm also thinking of doing more passion projects next year. So yun, I guess, again, dun sa mga sobrang G na G sa mga bagay-bagay, take a step back. Our work doesn't define us.
Yeah. Ang ganda nun. Thank you. Thank you for that wonderful reminder. I think a lot of people needed that reminder as well.
At dahil dyan, mag-leave ako bukas.
Guys, take note ha. Team, take note. Okay. Final questions.
No, go.
Okay. For you, IC, what is happiness?
Wow. Ang simple pero ang sobrang loaded question. Pero siguro top of my head, happiness is... Shucks. Oh my God. Lahat na sagot ko, pero ito hindi. Oh my God. Give me time. Sige, I'll compose. So, pero ang ganda ng tanong. It's loaded, but It's simple but loaded. Siguro, for me, happiness is being able to define your life in your own terms. Ako kasi, siya eh. Ako parang we will always have clients, we will always people that we report to. Pero at the same time, yung outside of those things, parang ano ba yung, what makes me kilig? How will I define that and how will I achieve that?
Yeah.
And ako personally, I'm a happy person naman generally. Happy ako with my career. Pero ako andun ako sa in-betweens na ano yung next for me? How will I define yung 2026 ko?
Yeah.
How will I be happier? That's one. Then siguro happiness is yung ako kasi hindi sa happiness, siguro dun sa how to be happy. Kasi we're always chasing the next gig, the next promotion, the next
client,
the next client, the next brand. Pero parang practicing gratitude. Actually nakatattoo yan sa likod ko. It's cheesy at hindi man like naka-spell out, pero may mga symbols naman siya. Hindi man tayo hindi man tayo masyado millennial na naka-Chinese character na nakasulat yung gratitude. Kadiri, parang peace, love, di ba, kadiri, baduy. Pero yun nga, like parang having that anchor of gratitude will make you happier in all the things that you do. So, ganun lang kasimple, I guess, on how to crack happiness. Kasi happiness naman, I would say, hindi siya hard to find. It should be within reach na kung saan tayo ngayon. I mean, we could always, syempre, we won't be complacent. We'll achieve bigger things. Pero whatever era you're at in life, you have to be very, intentional and choosing to be happy. So, yeah.
Ganda.
Kasi ngayon, nagsalita pa. Sorry, dami ng biro. Pero like ako kasi ngayon, sabi lang, parang, malungkot ka ba, Ice? Like, naman, I've experienced loss this year. Heartbreaking loss. Pero it doesn't mean naman na, nalungkot ako, pero again, happiness and sadness could coexist, I guess. Happy that it happened, but sad that it's not here anymore. Wow! Ay, kadiri. So yun lang po. Oo. Welcome to my TED Talk.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Icy. That was very beautiful. Last two questions. You talked about happiness. How about success? For you, what is success?
Success. Yun nga, success siguro is being at peace with being at peace with who you are now and who will you become. Kasi siya yun, parang siya, yung success, kailangan may marating ka. Pero for me, parang being at peace dun sa dating ikaw, yung past, present, future. So parang being okay, I forgive myself dun sa mga ginawa kong katarantaduhan in my 20s. And I'm so happy where I'm at right now. I'm proud of what I've achieved. And sobrang looking forward ako to my 40s. So that's the definition of success. It's not really a destination. It's really parang being, acknowledging the wins in all of your eras. So, yan.
Ganda.
Ang ganda.
Ang ganda nun.
So, may nugot yun. Pero diba? So, kasi parang successful ako pag na-achieve ko ng company. Pero, in fairness sa 20s ko, kahit sobrang naglasing ako ng 20s ko, I would say I was successful. Kasi parang dami ko na-meet doon sa nakikipag-inuman ako sa mata. Pero doon huwag kayo maglasing, guys. Sorry. Bad advice. Huwag niyo ako tularan 20s ko. Pero at the same time, during my 20s, it propelled me to be this entrepreneur that I am now. And I would say even this conversation with you, to mga na kuha ko from this podcast, I will have sabaon for me to bring, however little, however big, dun sa mga next kong ganap in life.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And, again, what you're sharing is really beautiful. So thank you. Thank you for blessing. Grabe. That's really profound. It's really deep. Okay. Congrats.
Thank you.
Okay. Last question. Kasi you mentioned, kung ayaw nyo mag-inom, huwag nyo na kami gayahin. No, but there's a lot of people in their 20s listening to this podcast. So I want to get, what's your final piece of advice? Or maybe just one, okay? One piece of advice for people in their 20s. If they are also looking to start or they've already started in their 20s in their journey of life towards success and happiness, what's the piece of advice you would
have? Actually, ito yung yung words that I live by. 3 G. Grit, growth, gratitude. So, you really have to have that grit and that giggle. Stop at nothing attitude to, achieve your goals. Have that growth mindset. Kasi nga, again, parang hindi enough ang grit eh. So parang, okay, kung gigil ka nga nagigil, pero like parang, shucks, wala nang patutungan to. You really have to pivot also. That's the growth mindset. Kasi growth is not linear. May times na mag-grow ako dito, para ay, hindi na ako grow dito, lipat ako ng ganito. So you really have to pivot well. So, but at the same time, you have to really ground yourself with the gratitude. Kasi nga, parang kung you'll never be happy, you'll never, pag never enough, yung kantang gano'n, di ba? Pag never enough, di ba? So parang ngayon pa lang, be grateful na with what you have. However cliche, di ba? Kasi ang saya-saya mag-compare sa Instagram, di ba? I mean, gawain ko rin naman yan. Pero at the same time, take a step back, remind yourself, parang, I have it good.
Yeah.
Ganun siya. So,
Love that.
yun.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys for having me.
I enjoyed this. Ang dami kong quotable quotes na baon from IC. So thank you so much. And thank you for, again, sharing your time here. Alam ko super busy,
And
daming
thank you.
ganaps.
Thank you for actually gusto ko kunin mo naman ako dito. Gusto ko dun sa creator, bazaar. Kunin mo ako, please.
Sige.
Okay.
Marami kang bebenta.
Marami ako.
Gawin natin yan. Okay. But again, thank you. Maraming salamat. And for everyone else, if you're still here and you resonated with anything that we said, we shared, we talked about, please share this to as many people as you can dahil for sure mas marami ding matutulungan itong conversation namin. And again, if you are supporting this podcast on YouTube, on Instagram, wherever it is, I want to say thank you kasi kayo naman yung dahilan kung bakit tuloy-tuloy namin ginagawa to. Again, this is my biggest excuse to have amazing people on the show. So thank you for allowing me to do this, for all of your support. Kaya na-invite
Yaman na ni Alec. Alec pa yung pera. Para ka naman.
So yaman si IC. Okay. But again, thank you guys for all of your support. And I will link down all of IC's socials down below so you can check yung mga gawa niya rin. And of course, all of the messages that he want to share there. So again, thank you guys so much. And my name is Alec Cuenca. This is Small Talk, Small Conversations with Huge Impact. Talk to you guys next episode. Peace.
Peace.